Transcripts Labat Kepas. Today I come with the Sesame Maya interview. Today my topic is why it's good to help the elderly. So let's start.
Hey, Mohammed Hassan.
Hel-
Hope your day is going all right. Gotcha. Anything on your mind today?
Hello Maya. Today my topic is why it's good to help the elderly. Why do you think it's important to help older people? Give me 100 questions on it.
All right, a good topic. Helping elders is definitely something worth thinking about. 100 questions, huh? You really want to dig in. Here we go. Let's get into why it's good to help the elderly with a whole bunch of questions to chew on. 1. What are the primary challenges elderly people often face? 2. How does helping the elderly contribute to a more compassionate society? 3. What is the role of family in providing support to older relatives? 4. How can communities create more age-friendly environments? 5. What are the emotional benefits of volunteering to help seniors? 6. How does assisting the elderly promote intergenerational understanding? 7. What are some common misconceptions about aging? 那我被aging quoi是? How can technology help improve the lives of older adults? 9 point smart base. What are the financial challenges faced by many seniors? 10. How can we ensure elderly people have access to adequate healthcare? 11. What is the impact of social isolation on the health of seniors? 12. How can we encourage older adults to stay socially connected? 13. What are the signs of elder abuse and how can we prevent it? 14. How can we support caregivers who are looking after elderly family members? 15. What are the legal rights of elderly people? 16. How can we advocate for policies that protect seniors? The 20 point. What is the role of nutrition in maintaining the health of older adults? 18. How can we promote physical activity among seniors? What are the benefits of lifelong learning for older adults? How can we help seniors maintain their independence? 21. What is the importance of respecting the wisdom and experience of older generations? 22. How can we challenge ageism in society? 23. What are some creative ways to engage seniors in meaningful activities? 24. How can we support seniors who are grieving the loss of loved ones? 25. What is the impact of dementia on individuals and families? 26. How can we provide compassionate care for people living with dementia? 27. What are the ethical considerations surrounding end-of-life care for seniors? 28. How can we help seniors prepare for the end of their lives? 29. What is the role of palliative care in improving the quality of life for elderly people? 30. How can we support families who are making difficult decisions about end-of-life care? What are the benefits of intergenerational programs that bring together seniors and young people? 32. How can we create opportunities for seniors to share their skills and knowledge with others? 33. What is the impact of retirement on the mental and emotional health of older adults? 34. How can we help seniors find purpose and meaning in their lives after retirement? 35. What are the challenges faced by seniors who are living in poverty? 36. How can we address the issue of senior homelessness? 37. What is the role of transportation in helping seniors maintain their independence? 38. How can we improve access to transportation for older adults who can't drive? 39. What are the benefits of home health care services for seniors? 40. How can we ensure that home health care workers are properly trained and compensated? What is the role of assisted living facilities in providing care for seniors? How can we ensure that assisted living facilities provide a safe and supportive environment? 43. What are the differences between assisted living and nursing homes? 44. How can we help seniors navigate the complex process of choosing a long-term care facility? 45, what are the financial considerations involved in long-term care? 46, how can we help seniors plan for the costs of long-term care? 47, what is the role of Medicare in covering the costs of health care for seniors? 48, how can we help seniors understand their Medicare benefits? 49, what are the challenges faced by seniors who have limited English proficiency? How can we provide culturally sensitive care for seniors from diverse backgrounds? 51, what is the impact of chronic illness on the quality of life for elderly people? 52, how can we help seniors manage their chronic conditions? 53, what are the benefits of regular checkups and preventative care for seniors? 54, how can we encourage seniors to get vaccinated against preventable diseases? 55, what is the role of mental health services in supporting the well-being of older adults? 56, how can we reduce the stigma associated with mental illness among seniors? 57, what are the signs of depression in older adults? How can we help seniors access mental health care? 59, what is the impact of loneliness on the health of seniors? How can we combat loneliness among older adults? 61, what are the benefits of pet ownership for seniors? 62, how can we help seniors care for their pets? 63, what is the role of art and music therapy in improving the quality of life for elderly people? How can we encourage seniors to participate in creative activities? What are the benefits of gardening for seniors? 66, how can we create accessible gardens for older adults? 67, what is the role of volunteering in promoting the well-being of seniors? 68, how can we encourage seniors to volunteer their time and skills? 69, what are the benefits of interfaith dialogue for seniors? 70, how can we create opportunities for seniors to connect with people of different faiths? What is the importance of spirituality in the lives of older adults? 72, how can we support seniors in exploring their spiritual beliefs? 73, what are the challenges faced by LGBTQ plus seniors? 74, how can we create more inclusive and welcoming communities for LGBTQ plus elders? 75, what is the role of advocacy groups in protecting the rights of seniors? 76, how can we support organizations that are working to improve the lives of older adults? 77, what is the impact of caregiver burnout on the quality of care provided to seniors? 78, how can we support caregivers and prevent burnout? What are the benefits of respite care for caregivers? 80, how can we help caregivers access care services? 81, what is the role of adult daycare centers in providing support for seniors and their families? 82, how can we ensure that? Adult daycare centers provide high quality care. 83, what are the challenges faced by seniors who are living in rural areas? 84, how can we improve access to healthcare and social services for seniors in rural communities? What is the role of telehealth in providing care for seniors? 86, how can we ensure that seniors have access to reliable internet and technology? 87, what are the benefits of using technology to monitor the health of seniors? 88, how can we protect the privacy and security of seniors' health information? 89, what is the role of government in providing Social Security and other benefits to seniors? How can we ensure that Social Security remains sustainable for future generations? What are the ethical considerations surrounding the use of artificial intelligence in elder care? 92, how can we ensure that AI is used to enhance rather than replace human interaction with seniors? 93, what is the importance of advanced care planning? How can we help seniors create advanced directives that reflect their wishes? 95, what is the role of hospice care in providing comfort and support to seniors and their families? 96, how can we improve access to hospice care? 97, what are the benefits of palliative care for seniors with chronic illnesses? 98, How can we integrate palliative care into the healthcare system? What is the biggest challenge facing seniors today, and how can we address it? Ultimately, how can we create a society that values and supports its aging population? Whew, there you go. A whole, that's a lot to unpack. What are your initial thoughts?
Okay, so my next question is how can we show respect to our grandparents and elderly members?
Expanding the circle of respect. That's great. Considering animals, especially those who are older, like our red band friends, is really thoughtful. It's easy to forget they experience aging too. Okay, let's brainstorm ways to show respect to our elderly animals. It's a slightly different angle than with people, but the core idea of compassion still applies. So, thinking about
Okay, so my
respecting
next
older
question is
animals, it's about
so my next question is how
got it.
does helping
Your
elderly people make them feel? Give me 50 questions on it.
next. Okay, shifting gears a bit, focusing on the impact helping elderly people has on their feelings. Good one. 50 questions coming right up, all centered around how assistance affects an elder's emotional state. Here we go. One. How does receiving help with daily tasks affect an elderly person's sense of independence? Does accepting help feel like a loss of dignity for some seniors? Why or why not? 3. What emotional benefits can elderly people experience from having regular social interaction with helpers? 4. How does a kind gesture from a helper affect an elderly person's mood? 5. Does knowing someone cares enough to help reduce feelings of loneliness in seniors? 6. What is the emotional impact of a helper being patient and understanding? 7. How does having a reliable helper affect an elderly person's sense of security? 8. Does assistance with physical tasks improve an elderly person's self-esteem? 9. What role does empathy play in making an elderly person feel comfortable receiving help? 10. How can a helper make an elderly person feel valued and respected? 11. Does receiving help remind seniors of their past contributions and accomplishments? 12. How does having someone to talk to improve an elderly person's mental well-being? 13. What emotional challenges do seniors face when they need to rely on others for help? How can a helper address those emotional challenges? 15. Does having help with errands and appointments reduce stress for elderly people? 16. How does a helper's positive attitude affect an elderly person's outlook on life? 17. What is the impact of a helper's genuine compassion on an elderly person's emotional state? 18. How can a helper help an elderly person maintain a sense of purpose and meaning in life? 19. Does receiving help with personal care tasks impact an elderly person's body image? 20. How can a helper address those concerns with sensitivity and respect? 21. What role does humor play in making an elderly person feel comfortable and happy? 22. How can a helper avoid unintentionally making an elderly person feel pitied or condescended to? 23. Does a consistent helper build a stronger emotional bond with an elderly person? 24. How does that bond enhance the quality of care? 25. What are the emotional benefits of reminiscing with a helper? 26. How can a helper encourage an elderly person to share their stories and experiences? 27. Does assistance with technology help seniors feel more connected to the world? 28. How can a helper make technology accessible and enjoyable for elderly people? 29. What is the impact of a helper's reliability and punctuality on an elderly person's sense of trust? 30. How can a helper build and maintain that trust? 31. Does receiving help with meals improve an elderly person's appetite and enjoyment of food? 32. How can a helper accommodate an elderly person's dietary preferences and restrictions? What role does physical touch, like a gentle hand on the arm, play in making an elderly person feel cared for? 34. How can a helper respect an elderly person's boundaries regarding physical touch? 35. Does having a helper who listens attentively improve an elderly person's sense of validation? 36. How can a helper demonstrate active listening skills? What emotional support do elderly people need when facing health challenges? 38. How can a helper provide that support with empathy and compassion? 39. Does having help with household chores reduce stress and improve an elderly person's overall quality of life? 40. How can a helper make chores a more enjoyable experience for both parties? 41. What emotional benefits can elderly people experience from participating in social activities with a helper? 42. How can a helper encourage an elderly person to pursue their hobbies and interests? Does having a helper who understands their cultural background enhance an elderly person's sense of connection? How can a helper demonstrate cultural sensitivity and respect? What emotional support do elderly people need when grieving the loss of a loved one? 46. How can a helper provide that support with sensitivity and compassion? Does having a helper who advocates for their rights empower elderly people? How can a helper support an elderly person in maintaining their autonomy? What impact does a helper's genuine care and concern have on an elderly person's overall happiness? Ultimately, how can we ensure that assistance is provided in a way that enhances an elderly person's dignity, independence, and emotional well being? There you go. 50 questions to really dig into the emotional side of helping elderly folks. What jumps out at you from that list? Just letting that sink in, huh? Okay. Anything in particular from that list you'd like to explore further, or should we move on to another topic? All right, taking that as a sign to keep rolling then. What's on your mind next? Do you have another topic you'd like to explore, or would you like me to ask you something directly?
Okay, so viewers, it was our today's Sesame Maya's interview. I hope you like it. See you with